today I wanted to give you a few plant updates on my hanging succulents. So I'm going to start here with the string of dolphins. If you look closely, you can see little dolphin-shaped leaves. Here's kind of a good one right there in the middle of the screen. But I was so thrilled to get this, and I'm embarrassed to say I paid $50, something which is just, I think, really crazy. But luckily it has been happy in the place I've chosen, and it gets afternoon sun, little bit of morning sun, but it doesn't get full sun all day, and I was a little worried about that. But it is doing well. It has grown a lot. It's really getting long, but I basically let it dry out, and then I hold it under a faucet, give it some drenching, and let it drain, and then I hang it up for another 2 or 3 weeks. So it just depends on how much air is running or if the heat is on, but so far it's happy. And then, so that is its own genus. I was watching a video that Summer Rain Oaks did, and she said this is not part of the Senecio family. It's been classified in its own genus called Dendrobium peregrinum. So she's a really great source on YouTube for learning a lot of scientific names and about lots of different varieties of plants. She has a wonderful channel, so I'd recommend that. But that's where I learned that it's its own genus. And I am going to show you over here a couple of my Senecios as well. This one is the Senecio radicans. This is the string of bananas, and it looks very similar to the dendrobium, excuse me, but it is classified as a Senecio. So it's got those banana-shaped leaves, and I had a very large one that I had put outside 2 summers ago, and it did so well, but as soon as I brought it in, it went into shock, and it just, I don't think these plants like to be moved around. So my strategy for these hanging succulent plants has been to keep them indoors, which I think is more of a, it's more of a regular type of atmosphere for them. And I've just tried to pick sunny windows to hang them in. And so far my tactics are working, but that one's doing well. It's also put on a lot of growth, and I'm really happy with how that's doing. And it's right here next to my string of dolphins. So those two are in the corner there. And then let me take you over here. I think I have to back up to show you how long this has gotten. I think it might be time for a propagation. But look at how long my string of pearls is. It is extremely happy in this sunny location. And it gets a good amount of sun, but not blasting sun. So again, for these Senecios and also for the string of dolphins, I do let them really, really dry out, and then I drench them with water, and of course they have drainage holes and they completely drain, and then they're good for another 3 weeks or so. I would say it's about 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks I give them a good drench, but I let them dry out in between. But look at how well it's doing, and it's so beautiful with the sun on it. But these have little pearl-shaped leaves, and this is the Senecio rallianus. So that's the Senecio rallianus, and that's the Senecio radicans. But those are doing so well, and I'm so happy to have them in my family room, dressing up my windows. I just think they're really, really beautiful plants. And luckily this little sunroom in the back does have an exposure that's pretty good for these guys. So that's where they're going to stay. And this little guy's been living in a different window, but I brought him over so you could see. I don't know whether it's a boy or a girl, but I brought it over. So here is my string of hearts, which is a completely different category. It's a Ceropegia woodii. And some of you may have watched my propagation video on that, on how to propagate, but it really thickened it out. And as you can see, I've got a lot of long growth. I may move it to this room because I think it might appreciate having a little more light from where it is, but I have a couple of little, one of them actually goes down to the floor there. But it is doing really well. Let me focus in a little bit. And I may take some more cuttings and again try to fill it out. But those are such pretty leaves, and I'm really happy with how the propagations took, because it really filled out the top, and there's room for me to do even more of that, which I think I might go ahead and do before the weather gets cold. But look at what a pretty plant the string of hearts is. So the string of hearts is thriving, and I have plans to do a little bit of propagation on that. I think you can do it any time of year indoors. Outdoors, of course, you can't do it in colder weather. But isn't that a beautiful plant? I just love that. And again, I have that as a house plant. I don't bring it in and out the way I do with some of my house plants. I just don't think some of these plants can handle the changes in temperature and location. So there's my string of pearls. One more view of that. And the string of bananas. And my string of dolphins. So I'll just finish off by showing you that. But I just wanted to give you a little update. I had done a video on this as a new addition, and I wanted to let you know it's still with me and actually thriving. And I had done a watering video on this one. So these have all been featured, and I thought it was time for an update. So guys, I hope you have some of these plants in your collection. If you have them in the right place, they're pretty easy. No fuss plants, and they're just lots of fun to grow and propagate. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your subscribership and also your wonderful comments. I love to hear what you have. Let me know if you guys have any of these plants and what your experience has been with them. Luckily, this has been a good plant for me, and I have windows that will accommodate them. So thanks again for watching. Bye.